Krishna Hari, Honorable Vice President Sir, respected Principal Ma'am, Vice Principal Ma'ams, Primary Head Ma'am, my dear teachers and lovely students. Today, it gives me an immense pleasure to welcome our Honorable Vice President Sir in this esteemed institution which has been, the seed has been sown by our respected Sir 22 years back. And it's really overwhelming to observe the students moving out from this esteemed, reputed institute as shining achievers, shining stars and young achievers through various reputed institutes like IITs, IIMs, VITs, triple ITs, NITs. So many reputed institutes they are passing, even from COEP, Pune, so many, n number of institutes. Sir has seen this dream, and with the help of Sir's guidance, we all could achieve to this milestone today. Dear children, many of your seniors have been studied, they have been taught by Sir. Their physics concept, chemistry concepts, mathematics concepts. Sir is a retired executive chief engineer. You know, Sir is from a very, very high post. Sir has worked, and we are so obliged and so blessed to have Sir in today's celebration with us. Dear children, today we are celebrating Ashadhi Ekadashi. I personally feel that from this Ashadhi Ekadashi, we should learn few things from Lord Vitthala. First thing, we all know the story of Pundalik and Lord Vitthala. But first thing which I personally feel we should learn is to respect our elders, to obey their instructions. Not only our parents, but our grandparents, our elders, our teachers. We all should obey their guidance, and we should make our life more prosperous. How many of you take blessings in the morning when you come to the school from your elders? I will not say only parents, but even grandparents. Very good. Put your hands down. I really feel proud that you are the students of PSBA school. Second thing what we should learn from Lord Vitthala, that we all know that Lord Vitthala stood on the brick given by Pundalik, and till now he is standing. So it shows the willpower and determination which we should learn. If we have decided to do something, we should not come back. Just because we have got tired or we have got so much to work upon, we should not come back. We should not take reverse in our life. If we want to do something good, we should always be determined to do it with full enthusiasm and zeal. Because children, you know, God also tests our patience. Okay, that really we want that aim, we want to achieve that aim in our life or not. If you want to become, for example, you want to become an IITian. We are so blessed to have Sir. Sir is a father of an IITian, father-in-law of an IITian. So, Sir knows the importance of academics, importance of overall personality development. Our Honorable President Ma'am and Vice President Sir both are so, you can say, so enriched with their thought processes, with their knowledge, wisdom, and we are so blessed to work under their supreme guidance. Dear children, third thing what we should learn from Lord Vitthala is to sacrifice, you know. We should not be selfish. My things, my time, my work, my books, my uniform, my place. We should try to give. Instead of saying my or I, start saying we, our. Okay, convert that I to we. Right? Automatically your life will become blissful, you know. Always Instead of taking, try to give. The more you give, you will be enriched with knowledge, wisdom, and all the best things in your life. Right? I personally feel that and I have heard also, you must have also heard that the life is between two letters, B and D, birth and death. And what is that between B and D? Is the C. What does the C indicate? It indicates the choice. The choice is what you make in your life. So always remember, the choices what we make are the replica of our thoughts. Right? If I don't have a proper thought process, I will not make proper choices in my life. Maybe in terms of my own qualities I want to inculcate, or maybe in terms of my own people, friend circle with whom I want to be surrounded with, my own attitude, what I want to develop. So these all things depend on what kind of thought process we carry. Okay? Last but not the least, what we can learn from Lord Vithala, you know, Vitthal, this word itself is very scientific word. When you say Vitthal, automatically your gut, your stomach goes in and the strong, forcible breath comes out. Right? Just say once, Vitthal. Vitthal. Okay, it's a scientific word, you know. And many a times it is told that when you are having you can say upset stomach, or when you are having some breathing issue, stand with your hands on your waist and say loudly, Vithala, Vithala, like this. And automatically you will feel better. You know. So Lord Vithala, we all know, he is having dark complexion. Right? I believe you all know Sant Tukaram, Jnaneshwar Mauli. Yes, you have heard these names? Being a part of Maharashtrian culture. Yes? Namdev Maharaj. So these all saints, you know, they have sacrificed so much just for the love of Lord Vithala. And that is why Lord Vithala has blessed them with so much glory that till now, generations after generations, generation after generations, people still take their names and make their tongue pious, you know. Make their complete body more pure by reciting their names. Yes, we say. So, Lord Vithala has a dark complexion, right? But still, Lord Vithala is being loved. God can come in any complexion. There was no binding, but why he chose to come in dark complexion? Why? Because he wants to give a lesson to us that whether you are dark or you're fair, your external beauty does not matter. What matters is your internal beauty. And internal beauty comes with the thoughts what you carry. And it reflects on your face, you know. It reflects. If you're very beautiful, still if your thoughts are not good, automatically your face will reflect cunningness, selfishness, wrong motives. But whether you are dark or you're fair, if your internal beauty is good, automatically it will reflect on your face that love, affection, care for others. This is what Lord Vithala wants to suggest. See, it's up to us what we learn from any traditional festival. Right? And Ekadashi, it is also known as Devshaini Ekadashi. And Ekadashi has a lot of importance in our culture. One day in a fortnight, that is Ekadashi, we should fast. It's good for our stomach, our well-being. At the same time, Upvas. What is the meaning of Upvas? Upvas, fast I'm not saying. The word itself suggests going near towards your own self. Right? Apne aap mein. So, fasting importance is very high. So I feel that everyone, because it detoxes our body and it makes us feel good about ourselves. Instead of eating every day anything rubbish, we have to be very careful what we put inside. And then, because what we eat, it converts into our thoughts, in our energy. And our thoughts convert into our actions. Now see what kind of thoughts you are carrying. Some children are sitting very straight, upright. Their thought process goes straight. Some are doing like this, some are doing like this. So I can immediately understand what thought process they are carrying. And you are the youngsters. Young. Do you feel good when somebody calls you youngsters? Right? You feel good automatically. So youngsters are not only who are putting makeup and roaming here and there. Youngsters are one who carry positive thought process and which they implement and make their life, not only their life, but the life of the people around them more blissful, more happy, more prosperous, more important. They feel themselves that yes, hum bhi kuch hai. So it comes when you are having that positivity inside yourself, then only can create a positive atmosphere, then only can impart that positivity towards others. Right? So it's not only becoming good ourselves, making the people around us also feel better. Okay? So dear children, wish you all a very, very happy Ashadhi Ekadashi. Pandarinath Bhagwan ki. Great. Thank you so much. Wish you and your family a very, very happy Ashadhi Ekadashi. Thank you.
Vitthala Kumare, Jai Jai Gopala